Alright, welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2. We got some Kurdish Patriots here, which I didn't take care of before the end of the session, but I had dispatched some mans to deal with that. So that's good. Somebody made a comment about historically how things should be with immigration from my Indian colonies. And that's true, and a lot of times that does work. However, it isn't really happening. Maybe a little bit, but mostly what's happening, because I'm in Asia, is that my pops are assimilating to mine rather than people moving around. And that's because you can't focus on immigration or anything like that to move people around if all of your dudes are on the same continent, basically. Or even in the old world in general. Vinland, for example, could focus on stuff and get a crap load of people from Europe to move over there if they had any compunction to do so, which they don't seem to. Well, of course, we don't know. People just move there anyway. And it's not like I can see that stuff. So, Shan is the only unciv around me that is not particularly that I'm not particularly invested in, as in Assam and Brunei. But for now, what we want to do is we want to work on the Netherlands. Are they back in anybody's sphere? No. Okay. Nobody seemed to have an opinion either way about doing anything to Zanzibar, so I'm going to leave that alone. It was brought up that I should probably attack Ashanti before York does, in the things adjacent to it. Well, the things adjacent to it are about to get annexed by York, so that's probably not going to help. And there really isn't anybody else in the area. And so he pointed out that the Dutch have part of Angola here, and that if I'm going to go to war with the Dutch, I should take care of that. And that is absolutely the case. So, we've got some stuff set up. And I can move a bunch of these guys to being in their own army. Okay. So, working on organic chemistry, because we're out of military techs. And then I should probably get Navy techs so I can get some good ships after I get this one tech. Or do I need anything for any of these? I need this. Well, mostly I just need that. And then I think I need this or something. I don't know. We'll first get steel steamers. Alright. Increase our relations with Shun. Okay. And Shan is allied with Ming, but that's not a big deal. So, I guess we're in pretty good shape there. Thankfully, we're still allied with France, so France and I pretty much have the colonized, the old world... Oh, the Philippines. We pretty much have Asia locked up with our influence. Japan is allied with Ming? That's dumb. Spain still owns a couple things over here, as does Ireland. And of course the Dutch. But that's not really the things I'm worried about. I am concerned about India right now. So really the thing about this situation is that I am just kind of anxious to see if somebody is going to sphere the Netherlands before I can get a chance to attack. cool. And it looks like nobody can. Because Vinland is friendly, but they have a truce with them. And everybody else is not even anywhere close. So what we want to do is we just want to wait until we can get below 50, which would be right now. But I need more Diplo points. Let's say tobacco. I don't even know what they were originally doing, but... Yep, see? There it goes. And they've locked that up. I can't even get CBs on these anymore. Probably. I could get a shanty, but I can't even get a CB on a shanty because Spain is in the way. So I can't do that. It's hard to see that, but... And I didn't notice it at the time. So we're quickly running out of uncivs. Any more Diplo points? Honestly, if somebody does anything to Shan before I get a chance to do anything, I won't be too beat up about it. The Dutch definitely go first. I'm not even paying attention to these armies right now. This is a tough call. Undoubtedly, they're asking me this because they feel threatened by one of these other bros around here. Well, they are definitely the most vulnerable of the Zoro bros around here. But on the other hand, I could get pulled into a great war because of this. And I don't want that. If Smolensk attacks them. Smolensk is allied with NGF. And I'm allied with France. Nah. Alright. Oh, right. I need one more. Actually, I think they just increased their relations with us. It's not going to work. Again, just trying to rile people up. Somebody said that the Jacobites will basically force me into a liberal government? That doesn't seem very democratic at all. I don't know why the guys who want to force you into democracy want to force you into a specific type of democracy. That doesn't seem like a cool thing to do. I guess we'll go back up here. Not really much to pay attention to down here. So. Alright, yeah, that's there. What do we got here? Yeah, I guess we'll move 2 armies over there. Oh, hey, that's cool. Good job. Helping our allies. Now, organic chemistry's got some good things to it, so I wanted to do that first before I wanted to do navy techs. But building things like dreadnoughts and destroyers and stuff is something I definitely need to do, because right now I have a naval advantage, but if I don't have those ships, I won't. I will be at a disadvantage. And then that will be bad. Also gives me supply limits and junk. Okay, so, steel steamers. Absolutely. And there we go. Now we can start justifying a war. Now I'm wondering how expensive it'll be for a civilized country to be choosing. Like many nascent political ideologies, the early suffragette movements were not foreign to infighting and organizational splits over issues of tactics and perceived ideological differences. The splits between News and the in Britain being a poignant example. The suffragette movement in the Persian Republic is experiencing somewhat of a setback on account of an organizational split. Now, it's an interesting issue here. I have practically no what are they called? Thingamajigs. Reactionaries. So I'm gonna pick reactionaries. It's only in Bombay anyway. No. Shut it off. Now the separatists are actually the most dangerous thing, especially in India. Use this. Okay, so I don't know, anti-military I think is what we want. Not pacifism. Ooh. I guess we do want this. Just not prestige loss. Violent election gives you prestige loss. Okay. So we want to get placed in some 5.5. Okay, that's not bad. This is going to take us 15 years to get all this. I think I'm going to go for... I think I decided it was Madras, because Madras has a buttload of people. We want secularized. If we're going to get a peaceful socialism thing, we got to cater to them. One of the things about this is it's an odd situation, and my consciousness is like flipping between maxed out and 9. So, oh. This is prestige though. Yeah, and see this, the 0.5 consciousness, it's kind of a waste. I'll just take that. See, honestly, I don't even have that much militancy. Full citizenship. Now, what sucks is that I have a problem with having my socialists and my oh, you see that? You see this? Free trade. Aside from free trade, obviously. So this is York. They're allied with Wales, Ireland, Netherlands. Okay, I don't care about that. And they're in their sphere, so they're not going to do anything. Kazembe Colonial Incorporation, cool. That's not actually good. Unless you know, weren't caring about that stuff. You know what's funny? That I've had a lot of luck maintaining, you know, not getting war stuff. Actually, no, I can get more war goals. 15, yeah, I could take that. The liberals and the socialists have quite a bit of the same ideology, agenda stuff. Birth rate low. Okay, so my population growth is going to slow down. Oh no. I won't get 69,000 people a month. But my education efficiency goes up. That would have helped out a lot earlier. But so does having a shitload of population. So I'm not going to complain. Okay. Anti-war campaign. Whatever. I didn't really even read that. I should have. What's going on over there? Oh, I see. Well, you don't need to be standing there anyway. Socialists. Honestly, the socialists. Oh, there we go. The socialists are kind of the best of both worlds for us, as far as having some liberalism and some good economic policies. So I really like them as a political party for us. Why isn't that doing it? Let's see what kind of rebels these are. Jacobites? That's okay. I don't care about Jacobites. Nothing interesting going on. Oh, and somebody did point out this little gem down here, the flaws of democracy, which makes it so that people get angry. I don't have the tech for that, though. I don't want to kill nobody. Let's compromise. Nitrates. Cool, there we go. Alright. So, what are we looking at here? So this is the one that's actually going to fight. You are a very good general already. You're alright. Do we have any better leaders sitting around here? I guess this guy's technically better. Okay. No, actually we want this guy on the big, more well-balanced army. And this guy in here. Okay. So, we want Madras. I'm not going to call my allies. Okay. No, go here. Oh, I didn't check to see if that guy was any good. It should not matter. Okay, these are some ironclads. It's pretty safe. Okay. Hey, France! We want to talk to France. Maybe? If they say no, then they break the alliance with us. So we're not going to bother. Okay, the only thing we have a problem with York in is Africa. So let's go ahead and consolidate what we've got here. Ooh, I've got like a bunch of guards here. I didn't even notice that. Okay, let's consolidate. Actually, no, that's not dangerous at all. Like, they could get here, I guess. If they had a good navy, I suppose. Well, let's go see what kind of navy they have. Since I've got military access with France. Okay. Ooh. There's more wars going on. York's mobilizing. No, not you. You go here. I might as well take advantage of the fact that I have a bajillion guys. Look at this, I'm crushing them. Alright. Why don't I just sit outside of York's stuff? Are they gonna walk across the desert? This doesn't seem like a good plan if you are. Not sure what that's going to help, but whatever. This is interventionism? Yes, state capitalism. The fact that I have so few that's actually pretty good. I have so few what are they called? Reactionaries is very good in that focusing my state capitalism stuff doesn't hurt a whole lot. And does York have any colonies? Spain. York. Hey, York's got that. Let's go steal their colony. It's war score if anything else. Oh, the Dutch have boats over here. What's this? Some transports. These are all steam transports. Actually, can I just walk over to here? No. No, I can't. Unemployment. The socialists are right. I didn't even see what that said, but the socialists are right. Steam transports are stronger than clippers, although those might be steam transports too. He's unlikely to attack me with steam transports if he's outnumbered. The question is what he has on those. That's, I guess, the big question. Big problem. Alright. So what I want to do here is I want to do this. Oh, actually, that's already surrounded. Maybe I want to do this. And then split off a couple of these guys. Do like that. That's gonna work, I guess. Okay, so York does have some mans standing around. Not anything intimidating. Honestly, the computer is kind of stupid. They should be able to figure out situations like that. Yeah, I don't know if we're ever gonna get one out of this, but hey, we're gonna try. The reason that this guy's here is because I'm trying to get a surround wipe, which I got. Alright, so. He has no more troops in India. He probably doesn't have very many troops at all left. So. Throw caution to the wind we shall. I don't think there's any reason for them to be... Is he really going to attack my ships here? I could attack him. My navy is really far away. Honestly, I could kill that with, like, two ironclads if I really wanted to. Let's take the safe idea here. Just get out of there. I don't know how nasty I'm gonna get with this war. I probably shouldn't let's see. India is the main goal. Mysore, I guess. Okay, so I can get one more war goal out of this reasonably. Because this isn't going to, oops. This isn't going to decay while we're at war. Alright. Let's go over here. My navy's not here yet. That's really nice. It is quite helpful to have France as my ally here because I can see a bunch of stuff that they're doing. Like this! I can see this. Okay. So, what I can do now is counter their movements and junk. That guy's really good. Okay. So, what it looks like they're going to do is move over to here. So, let's move, like, I don't know, right there. So that anywhere he goes, he's going to be running into some problems. And that siege is almost good. Almost done. Apparently Angola is 2 places. And this is Guinea. So this is North Angola and South Angola. I can't afford to take either of them in this war, so I'm not really going to worry about it. Yeah, whatever. One of the things that conservatives do help me do is they keep me in the thing that lets me, first of all, what's the word I'm looking for here? Assimilate my people faster. So that's nice. Honestly, the conservatives are a very good political party to have in right now. It's only the fact that I was trying to flip into another thing that made them bad. Yeah, these massive amount of Indian pops are really helping me siege this out. Okay. So we're doing good. Now I won't be able to go after Shan yet. Can I piece you out? Alright. Well, we'll see. Actually, since I don't see anything, I'll go up here. So he's going this way. And the fact that I got that tech means that I can have some really nice supply limits. That's not a bad army, aside from all the infantry. Whatever. Oh, these guys are sieging. Yeah, that's why they're taking attrition. It's going to take them a long time to walk across that jungle over there, so you can stay there. I'm going to own this. Okay, I know I can absolutely get to... Oh god, these are colonies? These are going to be so cheap. I can take all 3 of these without any problem at all. Okay, there we go. Now, with my huge fleet up there, and actually this fleet here, I can actually think about landing on those guys up there. Take the business to the Europeans. That might be fun. Is it turned around? Oh, they must have computer cheated and saw my big army landing over there. Okay. It's just the Tartarian dudes. The only ones I'm worried about are Russian patriots. Everybody else, whatever. Alright, you go here to speed this up. Yeah. This will just be war score. It might make York drop out of the war if I take that. I could also look at some of their African stuff. I guess they're going down this way now. I don't know if that's a good idea either. Well, whatever. How's this war? This is me. That seems to have stalled out. As is that. I don't know about this. This is almost certainly going to succeed. Finish liberation of northern Finland. Okay. Well, looks like Denmark pissed somebody off. My war goals are very modest in the scheme of things. It's going to take me 10 or 12 war score to actually take this stuff. So all I have to do is win some battles, and then I'll be good. Actually, I might be able to get it by those are Lancaster ships. I was excited for a second. Lawless. 4 broken windows, attempted arson, technical assault of 2 police officers. Police officers weren't hurt, but I bet their pride was. What in the world compelled you to do such a thing? A more militant wing of the Persian suffragette movement has conducted a violent protest campaign against government authorities in one of our states. Local conservatives speak gloomily of the unraveling of the nation's moral fabric and the end of Western civilization. Do we count as Western civilization? I'm not sure if we do. Our ladies are badass, that's for sure. Destroy your ships. What do we got here? What does this look like? It's an awful lot of troops there. They just can't go anywhere. I mean, an awful lot. You know, I have like 5 bajillion dudes. That's a technical term. Alright, York, where you is? So it looks like they've turned back. Alright. If I could afford it, I would definitely take these things. But I really don't want to go over my limit. France will definitely break their alliance with me if I go over my my infamy limit. Okay, so let's get Raider Group Doctrine. We're going to need a naval base in Greece for building better ships, eventually. If not, very soon. School Strike? Nope. Sorry. I like the School Strike because it, well, it gives you tech points to accept it right away. The assimilation thing, and it helps you assimilate, which is nice, especially in states, or places that are colonies that you want to turn into states. Persian Way. Liberty! I don't know. Boiler explodes! Was it all liberals? Tragedy struck one of our provinces today when a steam boiler exploded during a routine test in the machine shop contracted to build it for the local steamer factory. 7 workers were killed in the explosion and several £1,000s worth of equipment were destroyed. Local officials are investigating the working conditions at the shop, and hopefully these accidents can be avoided in the future, but for now, the Persian Republic mourns her dead. So that's minus 20 steamer convoys and then some money. Do I care about having that few steamer convoys? I'm using them right now, so it might lower my supply. But how many do I have? That would be an industrial unit. So I make a lot. That's like my entire production. No, you guys work harder. It's about halfway done. Alright, so we've occupied everything. What do we want? 5, 7. So this is... What does it look like on the actual thing? We're pretty close. Because oftentimes this is deceptive. It says 15, but it might not be 15 to the computer. You know, I can stand around in France, too. Okay. I don't know what he thinks he's gonna do. I have armies right here. Shun broke their alliance with Brunei. That's okay. I'm absolutely positive this is helping. You should be able to attack coastal provinces with ships. Like, if I had friggin' battleships, it should be something I can do. Oh, that's something I wanted to look at. Destroyers and submarines. So look at this. 0% authoritarianism. Oh yeah. Gas attack. That's what we want. Kill all kinds of people. So this is okay. I believe... Maybe it's... yeah, steam turbine ships that do that. Okay, I can't do that yet, but I need to have those things to do that. It's good to know that I don't need to invest any more into Navy right now. So once he gets here... Actually, let's just see if he will turn away from that. Nope. So that's done. Okay. So... this battle coming up I need to win, and then that war will be done. Oh, here they go. Oh look, all those things I wanted! Hey! Get out of here, y'all. And then I will kindly get out of your things. Oh, we're not done with the Dutch, not by a damn sight. Yes! And that's what we want to see. That's what we want to see right there. Now, I'm going to end the session here, but you may have noticed that I didn't upload a video yesterday. Because I still have stuff to do this week, I'll probably be doing a every other day. And then tomorrow, not tomorrow, but next week, in the end of the week, really, I want to start doing a bunch of stuff. So, you know, I don't want to promise anything, but that's what I want to do. So I will see you next time on Let's Play Victoria 2. We'll probably end up attacking Shan, because they're the only ones we can attack. I'll see you next time.